A little birdie told me I forgot Gemini's weekly read. How could I do that? Gemini! How could I do that to you? How could I do that to my Gem? I'm Gemini rising. I'm a Gem rising. How could I forget my Gems? So sorry. And then like one of the best Gem on my spirit team was like, girl, you think you want to work on Gem? And I'm like, huh? He's like, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm like, oh. Gemini, Sun and Moon, Rising, and Venus. The 14th to the 20th. Predominantly love. You're not here for love. Signs, what resonates, what doesn't resonate, it doesn't apply, let it fly. 3 for you, 3 for the person that you're dealing with, and 3 for the overall outcome. Okay? If you find yourself at this channel, it's not accidental. Nothing is by chance. It's God incidental, not coincidental. Time is fluid. Energies go both ways. You do. Energies go both ways. Alright, so we are truth seekers here at Chariklo Tarot. So, nothing but the utmost high. We ask for clear, concise messages, please, Spirit Team. Clear, concise messages. For Gemini, Gem, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clear, concise messages, please. Thank you. Thank you. Ask and you shall receive. They came out reversed. I'm going to leave them reversed. Clear, concise messages, please, for Gem, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah. It's not as easy as it looks. Ask anyone who's out there. I promise. It's a blessing, though. All right. Ah! Hey, Gemini. We get such bad raps, don't we? 4. That's 4. The world and the other major arcana, the moon. Excuse me. My throat chakras like really screw me up. Started. Okay. Gemini, your energy is coming in for this week. You need to take a break if you haven't already. Don't communicate with people. Gemini, ruled by Mercury. Don't communicate with people. The 3rd house. No. There's this moon here. You could be dealing with one of the fixed signs, right? Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aqua. This cycle, there's something here as above, so below. I'm really feeling with the moon, Cancer and or Pisces, right? It has nothing to do with the sign. It has more to do with the energy. You're really feeling very emotional. The Virgo full moon the super moon nonetheless, that just passed, right, ruled by Mercury. And Mercury going direct on that moon certainly, without a doubt, had an impact on you, Gem, because you're ruled by Mercury. So, you know, with Virgo being ruled by Mercury, Mercury going direct that day, you're very intuitive, Gem, right? People don't give you credit for that. In this moon, you're so telepathic. Geminis are so freaking smart. Their brains download information. With Mercury being their ruler, I mean, Mercury's Virgo's ruler too. Virgos aren't as quick. Sorry, it's true. Virgos aren't as quick as Geminis are. The duality of these pillars, okay, you received so many downloads at that supermoon, it blew your mind. What you have cooking up, excuse me, no, it's not Corona. It's my need to rest my voice. What you have cooking up, Gem, you need to go within with this. This cycle here is wrapping up for you. You feel it emotionally. You, with this duality, with these two pillars. Hold on, let me think. I'm giving it one lunar cycle. You need one lunar cycle at the least. Okay? To go within. Process what it is you need to process, because you have a decision to make. I'm feeling it 100%. This is a huge decision. Your partner is coming up. These came out in reverse. I'm going to keep them. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Don't have to be. They're coming in the upright though. They're in a positive influence as it relates to their emotional state. So that's a good thing. So they're not in a reverse as it relates emotionally. Yet in reverse, which is a good thing, okay, the Five of Wands is in reverse. So whatever conflict and again, energies are transferable, right? So whatever turmoil, whether this is, because the Five of Wands in the upper, there's multiple people here, but I sense this, and I feel some other readers do too. Sometimes this is internal conflict. None of these people are winning here. None of them. They're not even fighting one another. This guy's looking away. This guy doesn't even seem like he's looking at the opponent. I don't even know what he or she, is looking at. This person's looking up. What the hell is this person looking at? The eyes going down here. None of them are winning. It's five, it's conflict. They're obviously fighting. Oh, what? Why? Right? So, in the reverse, that's dissipating. This is in reverse too. Now, I'm feeling that this is obviously the sword. Geminis know, because they're air, right? Is communication. It's not just communication. It is clarity, knowledge, understanding, higher intellect, which comes through communication. It's key, right? So how do we get those light bulb moments? How do we get understanding? How do we get intellect and intelligence and all those beautiful mercurial things that Mercury gives us is through communication, right? So this double-edged sword, this hand of God, this ace, was also in reverse. So these two things your partner is coming in with: no more conflict, no communication. So no longer are we conflicted with our communication. We're not fighting about communication anymore either. We're just not doing it. Not happening. Over it, done, no. Yet they're still holding on to their cup for you. Even though I'm not communicating with you, even though I'm not fighting with you, and I'm not fighting over communication with you, I'm not even internally conflicted about it. I still have a cup of love for you. Is that an owl? I never can tell. So that's your partner. Whereas you have two major arcana, you're very emotional, okay? You are achieving the world. You're closing out major cycles. And you need to shut hell up. Pray, meditate, go on a Sabbath. Sabbatical. Go on a sabbatical. The overall energy of the relationship, too. This isn't going to be easy, Gem. Up in the head, on defense. Gotta love people texting you on Facebook, of course. You know, and unlike this energy, the Five of Wands, this one is, they're still 6 wands, coming at them. And he or she is willing to defend his or her stance at all costs. These individuals are fighting themselves, and really not. I don't even know what the heck they're fighting for. This one is fighting his or her cause. Like, you don't see these individuals. You just see them coming at him or her. And this energy is like, oh, I'm holding my stance. I am fighting for what it is I want. This is the overall energy of your relationship. I believe this came in the reverse too. Yet together we're not working on it together. We're not doing it together. No. We are not communicating. We're not fighting. We're not fighting about communicating. We're not doing it. Your partner is going to hold that cup in his or her heart. The overall relationship will fight for itself. Alone. This person is alone. Not together. Alone. It's not, we're not going to do this together. This is not going to be easy. You, Gemini, need to recover. That's what this card is all about. Recovery. This card symbolizes a lot of things, but one of the main key words of this card is recovery. And that's what you need to do. Because the Fool's journey is to achieve the world. It is the last card in the tarot deck. And it is the whole entire purpose of the journey, is to get here. And this is your goal. With or without this person, this is what you're striving for. And you have all of this going on underneath, and ultimately, you have decisions you have to make. I do want to clarify some things. And I feel, Jen, that without taking this time, about her, the batons, the energy. Without taking this time to yourself to dig deep with these emotions, to process a lot of what's come up for you, even, they want me to shuffle. This decision that you need to make, which is coming for you, I don't even say, it's not going to be this week. I don't feel it. You're the only one with major arcana here, Jim. The universe is working on your side. The majors, there's nothing you can do about it. It's out of your control, whether you like it or not. So, universe has our back. They're working double time for you. Trust and believe. Jen was like, hello? How could you forget Gemini? Like, they have the world and the moon. They need to be told to sip it. Okay. They have the world, they have the moon. There's something you are going to have a huge decision to make as it relates to the Fool. And that is no joke. Because the Fool gets the world. Okay? And the only way, not every Fool gets the world. Let's just put it that way. Okay? The only way the Fool gets the world. Not the only way. Is by working on their shadow selves. And one of many ways we work on our shadow self is by unlocking the moon. This is really necessary for you right now. You're going, that decision I feel with this moon has a lot to do with that Fool and taking on a new adventure. You're going to be asked. You're going to have a decision to make, and it's going to have everything to do with that Fool card. Ultimately, it's going to bring you the world. But until you take a step back and use that Four Sword energy and get in touch with your emotions with that Moon, will you even be brought the opportunity to take the Fool? Because the universe will not give us gifts that we are not ready to receive, because we need to prepare. If the universe doesn't think that we are capable of receiving them, the universe is not going to deliver. That's why the Fool has to go on the journey. Stop off with the Magician. Talk with the High Priestess. I mean, and pick up, little bits and pieces along the way. Then there's the Empress. And he's got to hang with the freaking Emperor for a little while. Learn the lessons, all karmic. Learn how to... Why are you giving them more? I'm not going to take these. They all fell face down anyway. Learn how to implement the tools, right? Your partner here, the King of Cups in the upright, which is great news, is putting these down trading these in for these in due time. So, I mean, you can't have a commitment with this shit. I mean, there's no... But the Hierophant is a commitment, a spiritual one at that, with the Six of Cups. It's soulmate. It's friendship, it's longevity, it's the keys of the Hierophant to higher knowledge and understanding. It's commitment with oneself first. One has to have a commitment with oneself before one can have a commitment with anyone else. If I can't commit to myself, how can I commit to somebody else? That's self-discipline. Right? One on this outcome. I don't like this Nine of Swords, Gemini. Because what I'm feeling might happen, because Gemini is all air, right? Mental. It's all mental. Mercurial is all mental. Trust and belief. I'm all mercurial. It's very difficult to shut this down. So when you're in this state, and when you have to go in this state, especially and get in touch with these feelings, no matter how much major arcana is on your side and intervening, it's not easy. The Hierophant is a beautiful card. I love it because I love the essence of the fact that not only is it commitment and spirituality and marriage and conventionality and all those beautiful things that it's not like it is the Pope, but it's not the Pope. It's so all those beautiful things that the keys represent wisdom and it's just commitment and self-sacrifice and compromise and you know, everything that, you know, you want in partnership, right, to some degree. But it's a 5, which is obstacle. It's not easy. It's not easy to do those things. Those things aren't meant to be easy. If it was easy, everyone would freaking do them. It's not. You have to appreciate the freaking rose, the thorns, the thorns. You know, in order to appreciate the rose, you have to. All right, I need one on this 9. Swords, please. Gem. The King of Wands. Essentially, Gemini, you have to own your power with this one. You know, it's a king, so he owns fire, Leo, Sag, Aries. He masters his element. This outcome here in taking this reprieve, because this seems to be, it's going to be you holding space for you, this person holding space for this person, as the relationship holds space for the relationship, and each of you taking your separate corners. Getting shifts in perspective, taking space, enlightenment, shifts in consciousness, waiting for shifts to come in. Whether or not those shifts come in is yet to be determined. This is just a weekly. Zip it. You have a beautiful major arcana. Okay, so I see there being a break in communication, okay? Or at least you taking a rest to focus on your emotional state, options or choice that comes in on a new journey you're about to embark on so you can gain the world. All right, Jen? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Luminous light, love, and blessings always. Peace. We'll see you next time.